So you said that when you got married, prior to you getting married, you were naturally a tiger, who
I was naturally good with women. Yeah.
naturally good with women. But when you got married, for lack of a better word, you softened up.
Yeah. I became complacent.
You became complacent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you grow up with your father in the house?
Partially.
What does that mean?
Well, he was in my life all up until about 7. Well, no, he left my family when I was 7, but I stayed with him until like he was part of my life on a regular basis up until I think maybe 10 or 11 years old, maybe 12.
Okay.
And then my mom fought for full custody, and which she shouldn't have done, because she was like making up problems that didn't exist.
Yeah.
I don't know why she did that, but anyways, but that's what happened with me. So that's where my nice guy stuff came from.
Right. So, and that's exactly what the question. So your mom became the primary caretaker after 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And did you experience the very same like validation seeking mindset that you described?
Mm-hmm.
So even though you were naturally good with women internally.
Well, no, this was when I was a child.
Okay.
I wasn't naturally good with women at 10.
I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying is when you became naturally good with women, you were still internally
seeking validation.
Yes. But it only came out when you were with a woman that you married and secured yourself with.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which is kind of alarming because for anyone's demons to come out when they're in the brink of a long-term relationship is kind of leaves a lot of uncertainty with self.
Yeah.
So like you don't know who you're going to be when you end up in a relationship.
Well, that's most people.
Of course, but I'm just raising the awareness of like, even though you might feel some type of way, like being with somebody for a long time might bring certain parts of you that you might not even know exist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Which is the thing that I'm just kind of like weary about as a whole, because now I'm wondering like, okay, if I decide to marry somebody and then there's certain parts about them that triggers certain aspects of me that was like embedded from so long ago, I have no idea what that would even look like.
Absolutely. So you could be extremely self-aware.
Okay.
But there's going to be some things, but like there's things you know, there's things you don't know, and there's things you don't know that you don't know.
Yeah.
And that last part, there's only certain things that can come out in a relationship, no matter how much self-knowledge you have, right? And people are becoming just like really chicken shit.
What do you mean?
Like they're afraid, like they've experienced that sort of thing.
Okay.
Right? And they get afraid, right? They get afraid of being seen, for one, and afraid of having to deal with the other person's stuff, because then now you have to be responsible, right? You have to be able to, if you care about them, you have to be able to like deal with them when these things come up. You can't just be like, oh, I don't, but you know what they do? They say, I don't like that. I'm just going to go somewhere else, because now we have a huge plethora of choice.
Yeah.
Why would we have to deal with someone's bullshit when we can just easily find somebody else in a matter of days?
Are you talking about dating apps or just like?
Yes.